Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your May 19th through 23rd general reading. These do tend to be timeless though, so you may find that you've already been through this, or if you haven't, it may not resonate for next week. It may be like the week after that, because everyone's on a different timeline. So please only take the messages meant for you and leave the rest for someone else who needs to hear it. If you like the content I create, don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll know when more messages are posted. I'm going to start with pulling some oracle cards, as I generally do. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Ain't that the truth? I've been doing that myself. Pause in your journey. Yeah, those kind of go hand in hand. Take a pause in your journey. Not forever, just a pause for some insight and wisdom, possibly. Alright, next we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So what I get with this is pause. I feel like you were on a very specific path. Maybe that was one that you set for yourself, but you're being asked to pause and kind of go into hermit mode for maybe a little bit. You probably already are in hermit mode, to be honest, but your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, and it's a very important road. It's a very important, lesson, journey. It's just important that you cleanse during this time. I'm feeling water. Go to the water. Be in the water. Be the water. Next you have Sacred Journey. Life cycles, family, and transformation. So you might be in the middle of some sort of a transformation. Absolutely. Your family unit may be changing. You could be adding or taking away. And in a relationship, life cycle, you could be going from, 20s to 30s, 30s to 40s, 40s to 50s, 50s to 60s, 60s to 70s. You could be on up. And age to me is just a frame of mind. So, you may not even be going past, into the next decade. It's just you feel like your goals are different. What you consider important is different. Maybe it's not as important to see your friends every Friday night and go out. Although for me, I'm a Sagittarius. I feel like that was never really, maybe at one point in like my 20s for a year. Okay. So you get the King of Swords, the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. I'm really feeling the solitude and the pause in your journey. But it's not pause because you're doing something wrong. It's pause because you're manifesting. You are literally raising your vibration, and that can be seen in the cards. King of Swords is someone who stands their ground, whether you're male or female. King of Swords doesn't feel the need to explain themselves, although when asked to do so, they can. And they'll use the right words at the right time. And then the Magician is someone who's literally manifesting the next step of their life. The High Priestess is how you're connecting to the divine, how the divine is trying to speak to you. And then the Nine of Cups talks about you being okay with where you're at on your own as far as how you earn and where you're at in the familial aspect. It's okay to be a single parent. It's okay to be single for a time and just get your mind right. It's okay to do those things. We have the Four of Cups, Page of Discs, King of Rods, and Nine of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Cups. So the Four of Cups is what's clarifying the King of Swords. So I really feel like you have options, but you really were interested in one. That one did not work out how you wanted it to. And you finally were like, you know what? I am done. I'm not waiting. I'm not being generous with my time or energy anymore. And you moved on. It may not feel like that internally, but you did. You took steps to moving on. The Magician is manifesting, and you have the Page of Discs. So the Page of Discs is where you have new ideas. That's new energy coming in. And discs, that could have to do with money and your career, but I just feel it's new. So it took your attention away from that failed thing. That there's cups, so I feel like maybe there was a connection, but it just wasn't lasting. You get the King of Rods, which is fire energy, Cancer, Leo, that clarify the High Priestess. So what the High Priestess is saying, your divinity is saying that you are going to get, masculine or feminine, you are going to get that ultimate partner. And if you're already in a relationship, you're going to get a renewal of that passion, of that energy, of that creativity when it comes to your relationship. Which is why it's so important for you to pause right now. Don't be out there trying to talk to just anyone. Take a pause and be at peace in your Nine of Cups that you got twice. It's so funny. You're just solid, like you inside and outside. And I was reading that like it was Pentacles. Why was I thinking Pentacles? So Nine of Cups, again, is you know where you stand in a relationship. You know how you contribute to a relationship. You know that you're worthy of a worthy partner. And you're not afraid to wait for it. Now, the wait may be annoying. And I know we're typically impatient. But honestly, it's going to be worth it. Because in the future, we have the life cycles, the family, and transformation. So your family unit is going to be transforming. I jumped ahead a little bit. I'm still going to pull the other cards, but I'm curious. The Empress. Yeah. So I feel like you're going to be meeting someone who's just as fiery as you, just as, although the Empress is earth energy, the Empress is manifestation. She's fertility. Like when you and this person finally get a chance to come in contact and meet and get this relationship going, like it's going to feel effortless. It really is going to feel effortless. Okay, so we have your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Maybe you have some outdated ideas of how love should work, how relationships should work. And that's another reason to pause and just kind of get your head back on straight. Like, you know, those really don't, they're not valid anymore. And I feel like that's work that you're doing or you've already done. Then we have magnificence. I was going to say magnification. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. We need to hear that from time to time. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. And the person that you meet, and for the people who are in a relationship already, that your relationship will go through a renewal. You are enough. You're not lacking in anything. This pause, like I said, is not because you did something wrong. It's because your vibration is rising. You're rising up to meet this person, and maybe they're rising up to meet you too. In silence, peace prevails. So get rid of those external noises, you know, that are telling you, oh, they should have been here by now. Oh, you deserve this. You blah, 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 blah. You could go day and night listening to external voices. But know that your family unit's about to change for the better. Because this person is coming into your life very, very soon. Because Wands is, which is what the rods represent, is quick action. So definitely could be by next week. Never know. Free will does come into play with these readings. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this resonated, and I'll see you next time.